I was really angry at my fellow conservatives who thought it was completely appropriate and even praiseworthy for an adult white cop to throw a 14-year-old black girl in a bikini on the ground and stick his knee in her back. A lot of conservatives applauded that. That bothered me, and I couldn't figure out why. We saw the same situation with the Baltimore riots and the Freddie Gray situation, where a lot of people on the right automatically took the side of the police and sort of dismissed the protesters' complaints and the things, police brutality and the things they were worried about. We saw it in Ferguson. We saw it with Eric Garner in New York City. The situation here in Charleston where Walter Scott, which happened, I guess, a month or 6 weeks or whatever it was before this Confederate flag controversy, which was preceded by the Charleston massacre at the church. The police report said that this cop, who we saw in the videotape, shoot this black man in the back, was just defending himself, that he felt threatened. And that was the police report. There were local reports in Charleston. This was 5 days. Everything was fine. If that video did not exist, that police officer, who's not only been fired but charged with murder, would still be on the job. I sincerely believe that. And how many times has that happened? How many times has that happened to the black community? How many black men and women have been killed at the hands of police or other situations? It just kind of gets put under the rug because, well, that's the black community and that's what happens. And it does. Black on black crime is a problem, obviously, but it's not an excuse for people we pay with our tax dollars, police officers, to do that. What I think is happening is that these things have been happening for a very, very long time, and the African American community has been saying they've been happening for a very long time. And now, because of things like technology and our phones and having the ability to video, I think more people than ever are seeing what they've seen as communities forever. I think that's the difference. So if, from a white perspective, it seems like things maybe have exploded, I think we're just seeing them for the first time. I actually think that's what's happening. This is something that, it is not just racial issues. I mean, you could talk about gay marriage and a number of other things where we don't do enough of trying to understand where other people are coming from and trying to be good human beings before we exert our political points.
If anyone's watching this out there who's a Republican consultant, you should hire Jack Hunter to go talk to some of your candidates. Jack Hunter, really, a great pleasure. Thank you very much for coming on.